My lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and today what we're going to be doing is a Ruku reading. This is the Ruku pot, and it's from the Anato plant. So when it's intact, it looks like this. Okay, these are kind of dry because I had them for about a week, right? So it looks like this, and I opened up one, and what I'll be reading is the seed. So I'll open up a fresh one. So what I will do now, this plant was used by our first peoples, collectively called the Amerindians, because they were from Central and South America, and what they used this for, they would soak these seeds in water, and it will form a kind of dye, and this dye would be used for, of course, dyeing clothes, and pigment for pots and that kind of thing, but also like for food coloring. And there are still persons that use, it's quite popular, still use the Ruku to give color to meat when you're stewing chicken, that kind of thing. Okay, but today we're going to read it. So what I will do, I'm going to open up a fresh one, and the part that's going to be on this side, I will read it as divine masculine, and the part on this side is going to be divine feminine. Okay, whichever energy you might be aligning with at this time. So there might be messages for you, and messages about you. I really don't know how it's going to pan out yet, but I just try to get into the flow of things and see. I kind of put some paper down because I don't want this getting on my tablecloth, right? That would be very interesting to try to get out. All right, so let's separate one. I'll use a bigger bud, and let's just open it up here. Hopefully I don't cut my fingers. I mean, you can get squeezes really. Okay, I didn't want to crush it. That's why I was using the knife. Ooh, okay. Okay. All right, so this is what this one looks like inside. Okay. Now, before I begin, our spirit recalibration therapy class is going to be on the 1010 portal. So this is the one that's for health. The last time we had the one for twin flames, but this is the one for health. Okay. It's on the 1010 portal at 7 p.m. So if you are interested in signing up, I will put the link down below. All right, so let's have a look at this. But I'm already seeing something very interesting happening with this particular pod. Now, I don't know if you can see, but you see this little pod right here, this little seed right here. This was actually over on the divine masculine side, and it was uprooted, and it's now on the divine feminine side. So it's like a shift towards the divine feminine here. So let me see what's going on. Okay, so let me read your side first. All right, so I see that your person is thinking about you a lot. I'm just gonna, I don't even know what side to put these messages on. I'm just gonna talk, okay? As the messages come through. So I see that your person's been thinking about you a lot, and I think they're having a lot of out-of-body experiences and a lot of dream state experiences that aren't really dream state experiences. They're really astral travel experiences. And if you feel their energy around you at night, it's because they're hovering over your bed. And as I said that, the music stopped. Yeah, and there was a lawnmower in the background and stopped. Right? And this is when time stops for this person when they are having these experiences with you, I think this person goes to bed and sets the intention to have an encounter with you, because it is in these encounters that they can truly be vulnerable. They feel like they can't do this in real life. Now, this is something that is hidden from everybody else. So we see that kind of parchmenty thing covering it all up, right? They might be covering it all up. They might be covering their tracks. They're keeping this all inside because they don't want other people to know. Okay. So we can ask the question in the extended, why? Why don't they want other people to know? Is it that they're protecting you? Other people to know. Are they protecting you? Are they protecting themselves? Are they protecting another relationship? And we're gonna ask. Okay. I have to use my magnifying glass. You guys know I'm farsighted now. All right. Now, what I'm seeing here is that on your side, let me just shift this intruder for a moment. Okay, you need to go back to your pod for a second. Right, I'll pull you back over. Right. Right, what I'm seeing here though is a lot of divine, not just divine intervention, let me call it as I see it. This is ancestral intervention, because I see this kind of twiggy part here forming a kind of barrier. It's like when you enter those car parks and you have to swipe your card, and it's only then that the barrier lifts up. So they're forming a barrier. This person is not allowed access to you and your energy at this time, even though you guys may be in contact and in close proximity. They have not been granted full access to you, and that is because they are still holding on to some things in the past. So let me switch over to their side and let's see what's going on there. All right. So I see this is someone who they like to let sleeping dogs lie, right? They hate uprooting themselves. They hate uprooting the things that have already been established. They hate change. And I think they might have a very kind of like, let's say clannish tendency, where they can be very susceptible to groupthink and especially influenced by family members. But I think what your person is not seeing, and I have to use because I've seen it just down below. I have to use the knife. You see the knife is already stained because it's a dye. Let me just take this out here because Spirit wants me to show you guys what's underneath. So I think this person, they put up quite a front in real life about everything being perfect and having their ducks in a row, because I'm really struck by how more uniform this side is to this side. You're like organized chaos over there. But this person is regimented. But Spirit wants me to show you what's underneath, right? But underneath, at the root and base of it, is a lot of decay, okay? A lot of decay, especially at the base, right? So it's like, someone on the outside of the car is amazing, but just a lot of junk all over. Well, I don't have a lot of junk, but my car is not particularly messy, but I have a lot of car parts. I have an old Land Rover, so you have to work with car parts, right? You're like your own mechanic. So they have a lot of baggage just underneath. And at the base of their family tree as well, right? There's a lot of things that they're carrying around for their ancestral tree. But this person likes to present an image that they have all their ducks in a row, whilst you are quite happy in organized chaos and the fluidity of life. And I feel that's why you guys kind of balance each other out, right? You enjoy being that flamboyant, fluid persona, and you also appreciate their groundedness, even though this, steadfastness can frustrate you at times. You enjoy that because it also gives you a sense of safety. Now, I see on your person's side, they're having quite a bit of, I heard the word tussle, but I don't imagine that they're actually getting like physically fisticuffs with other people. I don't imagine that, but it looks like they're getting a lot of um they're running they're getting a lot of like pushback from family members at this time, because your person is gradually releasing this kind of regimented um, ideas that they have about themselves, the regimented idea. I'm really struck by, I'm using the word military and regimented. So a lot of them, maybe a person might be in the military, or they may have grown up with, particularly maybe a father figure that was quite rigid. Okay, so there is that might have been quite rigid. So they have a lot of these very fixed ideas about life and the world, and who they should be, and the persona that they project in the outside world. Because that's what the emperor, the father figure, does. Okay, so after the empress creates, right, she births this child, it is the father energy, whether by presence or absence, that tells you or models to you how you navigate the world and how you present yourself to the world, right? So there's something about what your person downloaded about how they need to present themselves into the world that they're kind of questioning and pushing back at this time. So it looks like what they download is that to the world they needed to be this very harsh, reserved, emotionless energy. Okay, like kind of warrior mode all the time, and always looking for threats, always scanning for threats. It's like like a real warrior, always scanning for threats, and not letting anybody into their inner being, because there's nobody that can hurt you like the people who are close to you, right? So this is what your person downloaded. So that's why they've always had their shield up, and that's why vulnerability for them is the biggest enemy, because once you allow yourself to be vulnerable, then the enemy, which is everybody as far as this person is concerned, can infiltrate, hurt, harm, and destroy you. So this is how they've always lived their life, with this big shield up, and just presenting that image of stoicism. This is what it is. Can't find the word. Stoicism to the world, and then you come here with your organized chaos, and basically you're fucking things up. You're messing things up. You're messing up their perfect life. And there's a part of them that loves it, because this organized chaos that you bring, it gives them a lot of freedom. It gives them a lot of freedom. And spirits reminded me, like, growing up, my father was viewed as very eccentric in our neighborhood. I mean, we lived in a haunted house, for goodness sakes. And he was a pioneer in so many things. So if you ask people about my father now, he's a visionary, blah, 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 blah. But at the time, they used to say that he was a madman, a crazy man, because he could see what would happen long term. He could always see the potential. He could always see what things will be like 50 or so years ahead. So he would see a scrap of earth there, and he could already see, little cabanas, blah, 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 that kind of thing. And people say, why would you even buy that piece of land, la, 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 la. But then when they saw the finished project, they were like, he's a visionary, right? And this thing where they labeled him a madman, gave me and my siblings, gave my mother, gave him a lot of freedom. A lot of freedom to just be able to be yourself. Because they're already saying that your family's mad anyway. So you just release yourself and, enjoy it, right? Absolutely enjoy it. You wear what you want. You express yourself as you want. And you just enjoy the freedom that comes with being eccentric and different, right? And I think this is a permission. This is what you're giving this person. You're giving this person permission to be. Your organized chaos is giving this person permission to be, and they absolutely enjoy it. And this is why they're drawn to you. Look, this is why they're already kind of moving over to your side, because they can be themselves here. Now, I don't know what this is. I don't know if you can see it. But, okay, I'm going to put it right up to the camera and see if you can see it. If you look, there is a small string. I'll go on the camera to become. There's a small string that is running and connecting both halves. I don't know if you're able to see it there. Let me see if I can kind of pull it out with the knife. It's kind of right here, but it's joining the two halves. I know that is a connection between both of you guys. Hope I didn't cut it. Did I cut it? Maybe I did. That is a connection between the two of you guys that people may attempt to interfere with that. And even though they may attempt to interfere, it doesn't stop your person from being magnetized towards you, because this is where they experience the truest expression of themselves. This is where they can say what they want, be who they want, and find acceptance with the weirdest parts of themselves. Okay. They're asking me to tune in to, so this part for twin flames, tune into your twin ring and look at the karmic cord that's there. One moment. So, okay, let me tell you what I'm seeing, and then we're going to try to but that's what I was getting though. Time is up. That's what I was getting. What I saw, this is what I saw. Right now, usually, when I do the twin flame tunings, I can see the karmic cord attached to the particular counterpart. So they asked me to look at the karmic cord that's attached to your person. So for some of you guys, there's a karmic that's attached. Like an intimate partner that's attached to your person. And what I saw, I saw the cord, but it was long, kind of like the same string that we saw. Where is it? Yeah. Kind of like the same, whatever. Kind of like the same string that we saw. And once it's very long, the karma is being transmuted. It was very long. It was very black and already kind of disintegrating and breaking up. So that tells us that karmic magnetism is broken. And then I saw it like consumed in gold light. Just imagine that cord just infused completely with gold light and then disappeared. Now, I've never seen that on the twin ring when I tune in. I either see a cord or I don't see a cord. And they might tell me, well, a cord was there, but it's gone, right? So they're showing me that transmutation process. So there is no karmic magnetism that exists between you. Why am I saying between you? Well, between you and your person, there's no karmic magnetism. But between your person and the person that they might be with, and this is what is allowing for this migration to your side of the fence. Now the same go back to the twin ring again. And in the twin ring, I see a person trying to move from their side of the ring and come over to your side. But there's this like a little membrane it's allowing them to like push their hand against it, and it's kind of movable like a plasma, but they're not allowed access. So it's like there's something that your person is meant to do before they can get access to you, but the karmic is not the issue. All right, so let's ask, what does your person have to do to get access? To get access, I don't know. Because I see them pushing against the membrane, but they're not able to make contact with you. All right, let's go here. They're also saying as well, because they're drawing my attention to the 4 seeds that fell out of the pod. Now, your person's been shedding load. You know, when a ship is sinking or it's just struggling to move in the water, they start to jettison cargo, right? So your person's starting to jettison cargo. And one of the things that they might be getting rid of might be a karmic relationship, because they are 4 here and it could be 4 of 1. So it could be, 4s are about stability. So some kind of foundation they may have built, could be another relationship. They are getting rid of that so that they can move more smoothly with the flow of the water. And water, is always our emotions. So they want to move with the flow of their emotions, but they realize that there are things and people that they have to leave behind. And for some, it may be a relationship. Let's see what else is here for you. So what I'm seeing as well is all eyes on your person right now, okay? All eyes on your person. And I'm seeing a group of people huddled together. Two groups of people huddled together, gossiping about your person. I don't think they're gossiping about you. I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing that they're gossiping about your person. Now, there's only 2 people that are supporting your person at this time. Only 2 people supporting your person at this time. One is a friend and one is a work colleague. Okay, so we're gonna find out. Let's find out about the friend, what they're telling your person, and the work colleague, what advice they're giving. And then we're gonna find out who are these 2 groups of people. Of people that are talking about your person. All right, let's go back into this. Let's see if there's anything else here. There's also a family secret that's about to make its way to the forefront um, of your person's life. It's either they had a hidden child, or their father had a hidden child that's about to make its way to the forefront here and cause a bit of chaos. What else is happening? I see a person, and I mentioned it before, that they're having a lot of beyond the veil experiences. And they're diving deep into, let's call it spiritual exploration, because that's what I'm seeing here. Diving deep into spiritual studies, occult studies, esoteric studies, because they want to understand what's happening to them, and they want to understand the relationship that they have with you. They're about to make some huge decisions for their life. Some of them, they may have made it already. And they want to make sure that they're making the right ones, and they want to make sure that they're making these decisions for the right reasons. So this is them surrendering to their intuition. This is them surrendering to flow. And the more that they dive deep into these spiritual studies, is the more that they are drawn to you. Let's look at how this person is feeling for you at this time. Their feelings for you. Really extended, we're going to ask the questions, but let's just look at their feelings for you. Oh God, I don't want this to get on my table. Yeah, you come here. We have apathetic, so there's a bit of numbing that your person might be doing. Okay, their feelings for you at this time. We have happy. We have jealous. Okay. Well, this is interesting, because we had apathetic, which is numbing out, underneath the deck. But look at these kind of emotions. Look at them here, stalker mode. That's not apathetic at all. So I feel like your person, and guilty, your person right now might be showing a face of apathy to you, not showing much emotions, might be still doing their, warrior mode, stoicism kind of thing. But underneath that is some very powerful emotions that they hide from you, because they don't want you to know that you have this power over them. And this is something I learned from their dad. Whether by the presence or absence, you don't let anybody know that they have emotional power over you. 10 of Wands, feeling overwhelmed and burdened by everything that's happening. All right, so let's see. Let's look at happy. We have the Lovers in reverse. Yeah, their heart has already chosen you. And I think even mentally, consciously, they've already made that choice. We see them journeying to you, right? They already made that choice. But I think that this person thinks that, you see, they're here as King of Pentacles. Okay, King of Pentacles, sometimes when he's a little wonky, he can get very, very jealous. That's Taurus, and Taurus 180 degrees from Scorpio. So they're pulling from that Scorpio energy. And they can be very, very jealous here, right? So this is them. They're very possessive. They see you as their property. They see as their property, and they feel like somebody's poaching. Let's see a jealous card. But this is them wanting to show up in your life and be there for you, right? We have 8 of Wands in reverse. And the Chariot in reverse, 2 cards of being stuck. They're stuck on you. They're stuck on you. I think they may have tried different techniques for numbing out, closing off their heart to you, maybe trying to move on, just, giving themselves little self-talks, you have to concentrate on something else, blah, 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 blah. But their conscious self isn't listening. They're very much in their heart space, even though they don't want to be. So that they're stalking you. Okay, because you are their world. Not sure if that's a good thing or not. You are their world. Okay, and they don't want this to be over. Okay, they want a fresh beginning, a new start here. But are they willing to put in the work? Or are they just going to stand by? It looks like they're willing to put in the work though, because 4 of Pentacles in reverse is the release, and we saw that in the reading. Now they're feeling guilty about something. What are they feeling guilty about? Yeah, that they didn't invest in this, right? That they gave you crumbs whilst possibly investing in somebody else. So this is where they're at, guys. All right, so if you're resonating with this reading, join me in the extended. We're going to ask those questions that we identified, and we are also going to look at what's going to be your person's next actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading, right? This is someone who feels like they can risk it all. Young, power, action, right? They can risk it all. What is the advice for you at this time? We have not for you in reverse. All right, let's see what Spirit has for you here. And it's card number 6, Lovers in reverse. Let's see what is the protection message here for you. Okay. Protection message. Don't chase after what flees. We can stop it right there. If this person's running from you and trying to run from their emotions, you don't chase them and try to convince them otherwise. Let them go on that journey. If they want to take the scenic route, that's their business, right? They're an autonomous being, right? So it says, don't chase after what flees from you. Don't obsess over what eludes you. Don't bang your head against the wall. There's nothing romantic about what is unavailable. No prize given for torturing yourself, and nothing to be gained by refusing to see the red flags that have been waving since you began your pursuit. Now's the time to walk away. There are other goals, other loves, other games, other successes waiting for you. The way out of obsessing is radical acceptance and surrender. Spirit only wants the best for you. This is a sign that you have something much better waiting for you. Trust. So what Spirit is saying right now is that the best move for yourself, your connection, your life, your journey is to detach and walk away. Concentrate on yourself, your needs, what makes you happy, what, drives you, what you want to accomplish, your passions, your goals. Okay, right? This person right now, they are trying to numb out. They may even be trying to forget you. But Spirit said they have to feel your absence at this time. right? You have to make the best decisions for you. And it looks like at this time, we don't know what's going to happen a month from now, okay? But at this time, you just need to detach and to focus on yourself. All that energy that you're projecting onto the other person, you just turn it on yourself, and pamper yourself and treat yourself well and love yourself and take yourself out if you want to date, whatever you want to do. Spirit saying this is your time, because your person, there are things that they have to release. And maybe that's what they need to do before they gain access to you. But Spirit saying access denied. Ha! Music went over here. Access denied at this time for them. Okay? And if Spirit is denying them access, then you're not to grant access. Okay? Because you're undermining Spirit. There's a plan, there's a reason why everything is happening and unfolding as it is. And you have to work with Spirit on this. And Spirit is saying right now, detach. They're dealing with this person. But you have to detach, go along. Carry on. Right? Keep calm and carry on. Right? They're dealing with this person right now. And you have to work with Spirit. You can't undermine them. Spirit is working hard to bring down this person's walls and create this tower moment in their life. And you are not to undermine that. Okay? All right, my loves. So that was your reading. If, as I said, you're resonating with this, join me in the extended. We're going to ask those questions. Okay? All right. See you in a bit.